Baptism of fire. The absolute evil had greatly weakened Thanos and put him to flight. Talia immediately took up the chase, without the outstanding evil. Thanos had fled following his defeat at the hands of the absolute evil. Talia had immediately taken up the chase without first summoning the ultimate evil again.
Right, as if I couldn't do this on my own. I kick Thanos' ass, tear his eyes out, and use his teeth as a xylophone.
Anyway, it was rash. Nevertheless, Talia had followed her former mentor and foster father to his hometown of Stormbreeze. There, the final battle would take place. I think so, anyway.
What do you want me to do? Ow!
Talia and her army entered the city of Stormbreeze. There they found some barricades and, an ambush. Naturally, no one could have thought of that.
I will destroy this land. Thanos, your days are numbered!
Thanos was but a short distance away. Talia prepared for the upcoming epic battle.
Command me! Time to take out the trash. Destroy them all! I knew you'd need me.
Talia, you dare to pollute the blessed city of Stormbreeze with your corrupt presence?
Got it in one, old man. Time to settle up. You wanted to turn me into a miserable good marionette and show me off as a virtuous little animal that you'd train the evil out of. Don't lie.
Lie? It's true. I thought I could make something natural out of you, something good. But you remain the same mangy, evil scum you always were.
Oh, that's not entirely true. I'm still here too. Ugh, you! Honestly, you crawl into a corner for so long, and now you come out to brush around Papa Tanos's legs whining.
Ah, then there is still hope for you. Interesting.
Time to die, old man. Oh, hey!
Enough! That's enough! We end this now. Feel the wrath of all that is good!
Tanos conjured up a mighty firestorm that rolled toward Talia and her army. However, it didn't differentiate between good and evil, and burned into the city of Stormbreeze as well.
The purifying fire will redeem you!
Without the ultimate evil, Talia didn't fare well. She could only run if she didn't want to die in the firestorm.
Okay, run! Take to your heels! Flee from the fire! Rub yourself with burn cream!
Do not try to escape the purifying flames, child. They will cleanse you. Take that!
Tanos cast another spell and let fire rain from the sky. Apparently, he did not mind burning more of Stormbreeze to the ground.
You can't tell me what to do anymore. For you, there is only death. Oh, and a beautiful afterlife, if you believe the scriptures. There! The graves are sinking into the ground. That's extremely strange, but whatever. It's the ideal escape route.
The firestorm devastated large parts of Stormbreeze and grew ever larger and faster.
won't escape the purifying fire that easily. Even if I have to burn the whole city to the ground!
Oh, crap. What do I do now? I need the absolute evil! Help!
The absolute evil was a little busy at the moment. All right, I'll lend a quick hand. That mausoleum over there was, in fact, an undead, a mighty grave golem. It rose and cleared the way for Talia.
Oh, great! Thanks! Forwards! Flee in panic! Run like hell! Speed off on segways!
This barricade looked extremely strong. Not a problem for a powerful titan like the grave golem.
Showed him.
Burn! Cleansing fire! If Stormbreeze cannot withstand the evil, it deserves to die in the flames!
But Thanos! What? You're supposed to be the good one! Really? Could have fooled me. Come on! We have to keep going! That stupid water tower is in the way! Grave Golem! Take care of it! Help!
A few heroes had been trapped by the flames. Unfortunately, there was no time to enjoy their suffering.
We are saved! Thanks, evil creature.
Yeah, sure, you're welcome.
More or less by chance, Talia had saved the imprisoned heroes, but now was not the time to think about good deeds like that. The flames approached inexorably.
You think you can escape me? Ha! I'll burn this forest down too! Good will triumph! Burn!
Ah, now he's gone completely insane. Take cover!
Thanos' rain of fire fell on the forest and set it alight. Luckily for Talia, this opened up new paths, which allowed her to proceed.
You don't have to tell me twice. Let's go!
The firestorm seemed to spread even more quickly. Talia took to her heels.
We're almost there. Come on! Keep running, you fools! Follow me! Women and dark elves first! Just wait. You can't tell me what to do anymore. For you, there is only death. Oh, and a beautiful afterlife, if you believe the scriptures. Ambush!
Ah, Talia. Good to see you made it this far. Now, let the goddess fire purify you.
Oh, Thanos, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be the good guy. You're destroying Stormbreeze.
The city would have fallen anyway. It was weak and would have failed in the fight against evil. Now that I have cleansed it with a purifying fire, it can be rebuilt, stronger than ever. But that is none of your concern, for it is time to cleanse you!
The grave golem threw itself in front of Talia, a selfless act which one would not necessarily expect from an undead. Ultimately, it paid for its deed by dying its final death.
Oh, you're still alive. This is a sign from the goddess. She wants me to turn you to good again. Well, so be it.
Talia had walked into Thanos' trap because she failed to listen to the superb narrator. Okay, no one could have guessed that Thanos would willingly burn down the capital city of Stormbreeze just to defeat his daughter? Not exactly a good paladin's finest hour, but this plan would have worked. Actually, Thanos had expected his magic to destroy Talia, but the grave golem had heroically thrown itself before its leader and saved her from certain death. Thanos saw it as a sign from the goddess that his foster daughter was not yet lost, and only needed a push in the right direction. And so it was that Thanos turned to the things one used to convince others and made eager use of the Inquisitor's torture chamber. What? You didn't expect that? Well, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Talia could not endure the torture, I mean persuasion, forever. Her fate appeared to be sealed. But the absolute evil was not yet defeated, for it still had influence even without Talia. Light and shadow. Thanos had captured Talia, but the ominous evil still had some influence and built a dungeon very close by.
Do not resist the light, daughter. Purify your soul.
Ah! Ah! Father! Why are you doing this? These are not good deeds.
You will know, daughter. Soon, you will know.
The capture of Talia and her immediate torture, purification, one occasionally slips up with these religious fanatics, strengthened the heroes' morale. They assumed that good would now win, but they did not know about the dungeon growing in the underground. Even without Talia, the seductive evil still had some influence and powerful creatures. The evil set about raising an army that would free Talia. Do we really have to? Okay, she's funny and all that, but she takes away a lot of my narration time, which I could fill with brilliant monologues instead. Or I could recite a poem. Did I ever tell you the story about how I rode a bicycle over my own toe? Yeah, okay, you don't have to threaten me. We'll get her back. Fine. Payday.
There are evil creatures in the underground? Go, my faithful. Cleanse that place and destroy the evil scum.
The lethargic evil's presence was no longer undetected. Heroes would henceforth be visiting the dungeon.
You need to question and confine your evil essence. Turn to the light.
Not a chance! The dark side has cookies! Ah!
There are enemies in your dungeon. The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Why, oh why did you kill Grimly? I mean, okay, he was a grumpy old racist who wanted to cut your head off when you were a baby and always insulted you, but that's no reason, is it?
Payday.
Drive the evil from your thoughts, and let the goddess into your heart again, daughter.
Evil will triumph. I read the walkthrough. Ah!
The bustling evil had discovered a room in the underground. hear that grinding sound? That's a giant worm eating its way through the underground. It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Despair not, and turn away from evil, my child. The goddess will forgive you.
Ah, the goddess can kiss my ass. I prefer to stay evil. Ah!
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
I can still remember when you were small. had asked about your parents. I can still remember when you were small, asked about your parents. Grimly wanted to tell you how we cold-bloodedly slaughtered them, but I wouldn't let you. Oh, if only you could achieve. Drive the evil from your thoughts, and let the goddess into your heart again, daughter.
Evil will triumph. I read the walkthrough. Ah!
It's payday. The thirsting for evil's army had reached an island of the good, but it wouldn't remain one for long. The thirsting for revenge evil's troops had discovered one of the heroes' outposts. They knew what they had to do. Ha ha ha! How do you like that, Thanos? I mean, the inspiring me evil's army had laid waste to the outpost. Now it continued marauding through the country on its way to free Talia.
You will pay for that, vile pack. The goddess will purify you, and the flames will cleanse you.
The advancing evil's army marched towards a small nearby village. The citizens there fearfully armed themselves and attempted to go on the offensive.
Do not despair! The goddess is on our side! These evil creatures will never be able to resist warriors of the light! Destroy them, and their breeding ground in the underground!
The ruthless evil's army had discovered a small island of good, and now decided to pay it a short visit. It's payday. The rattling of Talia's breath was not a good sign. It was impossible to say how much longer she could hold on, but definitely not too long.
Enough! It's time to send my personal guards to deal with that evil filth in the underground. Go, men. Despair not, and destroy the dungeon!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Good doesn't stand a chance. Vader for
The pillaging evil's army marched towards the village, and definitely not to buy cheap meats and sausages. Payday! The exploring evil had discovered a dungeon entrance in the overworld. Apparently there was another entrance to the dungeon. This could prove very useful for bringing supplies to the front. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Drive the evil from your thoughts, and let the goddess into your heart again, daughter.
Evil will triumph. I read the walkthrough. Ah!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday.
Renounce evil and return to the light, daughter.
Where there is light, there is also darkness. Ah!
I can still remember when you were small, asked about your parents. I can still remember when you were small, asked about your parents, Talia. Oh, grimly wanted to tell you how we cold-bloodedly slaughtered you, but I wouldn't let you. Oh, if only you could cheer.
The marauding evil had discovered another island of good. They really should be better hidden if they don't want them to be plundered, burned, and desecrated. Well, that's just the way those do-gooders are. Talia would not be able to take much more purification, that was certain. The deadline facing evil had to hurry. Tanos' fortress was not far away. Nothing more stood in the way of Talia's liberation. Well, Except for the mighty panels, of course.
Renounce evil and return to the light, daughter.
Where there is light, there is also darkness. Ah!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Payday! Your dungeon heart is under attack. The dungeon heart is being attacked. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Drive the evil from your thoughts, and let the goddess into your heart again, daughter.
Evil will triumph. I read the walkthrough. Ah!
Payday. Talia was almost within reach of the coming to the rescue evil's army. Now was a really good time to think about what to do about Thanos.
Why did you kill all my comrades, Talia? Don't you see how evil that deed was? Grimly, the racist dwarf. Yaina, the capitalist mage, you would have sold her grandma for a little money. And Elric the Pretty, you would have traded a human life for a mirror in an instant. Why did you become so evil? Oh, do I really have to do everything myself? I'm busy trying to convert my foster daughter to good through severe torture. Can't you see that? So be it. You'll be easy prey for the goddess. Die, scum!
Thanos threw himself at the absolute evil's army. He wouldn't need long to deal with them, but he was distracted, and Talia was able to free herself from his mental prison.
Must flee Must reach the dungeon heart. Can't let Thanos catch me again.
Daughter, don't do that! Do not let evil take hold of you again! Stay with me!
Thank you, but I can do without your conversion by torture. But I won't forget it. You will pay for that, and that's what my good side has to say.
With these words, Talia threw herself on the dungeon heart and was teleported away by the tactical evil. Talia was still no match for Thanos, but the sly evil already had a plan.